Hello there, and welcome back to Hydroponics Daily, your go-to podcast for everything soilless cultivation. I'm your host, Dr. Russel Sharp, the founder of Utrema Limited. And today I wanted to talk about a human hormone that helps with stress, but has also been found to occur in plants. And that is melatonin. It's a natural compound, and it's produced by various organisms, including bacteria and humans. And you will have heard about it because it plays a role in circadian rhythms, your sleep and wake cycle. And often it's talked about in relation to human stress and blood pressure and things like this. And it's also a powerful antioxidant. And the same functions that happen in humans, it also has a role in plants. So it's produced naturally, and it's a small molecule created from an amino acid called tryptophan. And in plants, it's a signaling molecule, not a hormone as such, antioxidant and regulator of growth and stress responses. So 3 times more antioxidant active than, say, vitamin E, which is a very common antioxidant. And it scavenges reactive oxygen species and deactivates them so they can't damage chloroplasts, mitochondria, and other cellular organelles and things like this. So it regulates the stress responses and the responses to various chemical hormones like ABA, salicylic acid, and ethylene. And so it's thought to be very important with cell elongation and root growth as well, and shoot development. And it coordinates the response to photoperiod, the day length, and the circadian clock. So very much in relation to, very similar into what it does in humans. And you can apply it as a spray or in a solution. And often it's applied to the root zone or as a foliar spray or the seeds as a priming. And it's recently, research has expanded into hydroponic systems because we can do precise dosing in hydroponic systems. If you add melatonin to hydroponic solutions, it's got to be in the micromole to millimole concentrations. If you don't know what that is, go and have a look at that. So if you see a sign that looks like a funny shaped U and a capital M, that's a micromole. You need to know what that is if you're going to dose it correctly. You can do sprays, root zone treatments, or seed priming, as I said. And the things you're going to be looking for: enhanced root growth, so a really good root stimulant; stress protection, so really high light levels, or unstable environments. This would be a good one. Perhaps yield increases, but these will be by better stress tolerance, not a direct effect. And perhaps delayed senescence. So if your plants are growing for too short a period, this can keep them greener for longer. And so there's been a number of research trials looked at this. Tomatoes treated with 50 micromolar melatonin in hydroponic solution showed increased root to shoot biomass, so more roots than shoots. The ratio increased. A lettuce treated with 100 micromolar melatonin had higher antioxidant levels and delayed leaf senescence under high light stress. So if you've got the really powerful lights and you want to really push them even further, then perhaps a low dose of melatonin in your fertigation solution might be an option, or a foliar spray. But if you're doing high lights, you probably don't want to put a foliar spray because anytime you spray your plants, there's in danger of scorch. So bottom line, endogenous melatonin is a natural regulator of plant growth, stress tolerance, and circadian rhythms. And applications of melatonin, what we call exogenous melatonin, can enhance stress resilience, growth, photosynthesis, and secondary metabolite production. Unlike a lot of biostimulants and stress compounds, it is water-soluble as well. So you don't need to worry about getting it into solution. So, yeah, maybe you want to look at if you're interested in melatonin. It's probably completely safe. Let's have a look, see what the hazard rating is for melatonin. I can't see any obvious hazards, safety warnings, or anything like that. And in fact, you can buy melatonin as a herbal remedy, not a herbal remedy, but as a natural supplement. You can buy it. It's actually it was discovered in plants in coffee originally, and they thought it was a byproduct of the extraction of the coffee. But then they realized the melatonin in the coffee was actually coming from the plants itself. So when you have a cup of coffee, you're having a small amount of melatonin, the stress reducing hormone that's when you go into the the daylight and the summertime makes you happy. Okay, that's been Hydroponics Daily for today. If you found this interesting and useful, please leave us a rated review on Apple Podcasts. At the very least, click follow so you never miss an episode. And check out utrema.co.uk because we have many biostimulants, fertilizers, and organic biopesticides that you won't find anywhere else. Until tomorrow, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.